Alright, Guardians, this video we're going over the that update that Bungie was talking about yesterday. It's pretty long. I hadn't read it myself, so we're just going to go through it together, live, and I'll give you my thoughts with each little section or whatever. So first it goes through a little introduction by Luke Smith and Chris Barrett. We're going to skip that. We're going to get to the good stuff. Upcoming updates overview. We previously published a list of upcoming Destiny 2 improvements we want to deliver. Some of these updates will be introduced on December 5th, that's this coming Tuesday, and December 12th. Others will land in the new year. First bullet point, new systems and rewards to give our most engaged players additional optional pursuits, including a new weapon tier called Masterworks, which will feature stat trackers, random re-rollable stat bonuses, unique item tool tips, and item detail screens. See December update details below. Improved vendor rewards, adding ways for people to purchase items directly with their legendary shards and tokens. Again, see details below. Adding armor ornaments that grant visual permutations of armor as players complete specific challenges. Again, see December update details. So that's that for that bullet point. So it doesn't say re-rollable weapon perks. It says stat bonuses. So I'm wondering if that's increased handling, blah blah blah. That's pretty cool. It sounds interesting. I'm intrigued. We'll maybe see more down below. As far as the vendor rewards, 2 thumbs up. And of course, armor ornaments. If you know anything about me, I love me some armor ornaments. Better incentives for players who complete challenging prestige activities. We're targeting a January update to provide better incentives to complete prestige activities. That's all it says, so cool. Whatever. Better rewards and replay value for strikes, adventures, and lost sectors. In December, we will be introducing a heroic strikes playlist and more generous strike rewards. Rewards for adventures and lost sectors are still on our radar, but will not be delivered for our December updates. Okay. So it doesn't say strike specific gear or loot, which is a little underwhelming, but you know. And then of course with adventures and lost sectors, we'll just have to see. Private matches for the Crucible, still targeting early 2018, and expect to have better insight into exact timing in the new year. We are also moving ranked PvP to the top of our priority list for next year to support the competitive community. Ranked PvP is coming. You can no longer say Bungie has not been listening to every complaint there, because that has been a big one since Destiny 1, and now they're giving it to you. So if you're a PvP player, you honestly have only things to be excited for now. That's really cool. Can't wait to see that go into effect. Crucible tuning, like adjusted supremacy scoring and better spawning rules in December. We will introduce additional updates and bug fixes intended to improve these areas of the Crucible. Okay. Better incentives for completing Crucible matches and penalties for quitting competitive games. A quitter penalty system is currently in development, and you can expect an update on the development of this system in the new year. Okay. Continued improvements to Iron Banner and faction rallies, including uniqueness of rewards. The next Iron Banner and faction rally will introduce improvements in both these areas. See December update section below. We'll just have to see what that says below. Changes to make the mod economy more interesting and impactful. The gunsmith will have some updates to how mods are acquired. Okay. And we are exploring more updates to the system in the new year. I'm intrigued. We'll have to see more. Ongoing improvements to exotics, including adjustments to reduce instances of duplication. Yes, please. Dear God, yes, please. We plan to tune underperforming exotics and will continue to make targeted updates and improvements. Duplication protection will be added for exotics in the new year. Okay, I'm fine with that, as long as it's coming. New ways to spend surplus currency and materials. Looking at you, legendary shards and glimmer, hopefully. Players will be able to spend tokens and legendary shards on vendor inventory. See December update below. Xur will have new items as well. Oh, yes, please. With Xur, I did make a video on what I'd like to see Xur sell. I'm just going to throw that in the description box down below. If I remember, if it's not there when you're watching this video, hit me up in the comment section so you don't have to search for it yourself. I'll get right on that, because I had some pretty decent ideas, I thought. An emote interface that allows players to equip salty, spicy ramen, 6-shooter, and flip out all at the same time. And emote interface improvements are still on the list, and you can expect an update on the development of this system in the new year. That makes it sound like you're just getting those specific emotes. It's not a emote wheel, and that's kind of, that's the first thing I'm not very, it's something small, so I'm not super upset about it, but an actual emote wheel is so much more preferred, in my opinion. Okay, now we get December update details. So everything that we just talked about, that said, see more for details, here we go. There are 4 areas we're targeting for improvements in December. Some of these updates will arrive with the December 5th update, and some additional updates will be included in a patch that will be deployed the following week on December 12th. Both updates combined include improvements set against the following goals: deepen rewards for advanced players, provide more player control over obtaining rewards, make shards useful by adding things to use them for, and provide general quality fixes wherever possible. Okay, so the following changes are the first steps towards achieving these goals, with more planned for our next release in January. Ooh, there's something coming out in January. That's interesting. Here's a preview of impending changes to Destiny 2. Each category is marked with a forecast delivery date. Alright, can I open this so I can read it? Nope. Cool beans. Masterworks. I can't read the picture, but it does go over it, which is annoying because that's the whole thing. Fantastic. But anyways, the picture is showing the Uriel's gift. I'll try and throw it in the video if I can save it somehow. If not, sorry. December 12th, legendary weapons will drop as or be upgraded to become Masterworks versions. Masterworks will have a few advantages over the baseline legendary weapon. It will track and display the number of kills with that weapon. I love that. That's something from Titanfall 2 that I really, really liked. Let's keep work. With choice between total count or crucible only count. That's also cool. Generate orbs for you and your allies on multi-kills. That's cool. Add weapon stat bonuses that are selected randomly from a small pool and are re-rollable. Also really cool. Alright, lost my place. Masterworks drop from any source of legendary weapons for characters above 250 light. or 250 power. Unwanted Masterworks can be dismantled into materials that can upgrade an existing legendary weapon into a Masterworks weapon. That's pretty cool. We have future plans to extend Masterworks to other gear and expose your kill counts in more places, e.g. Crucible kill screen. That's cool. I really like that. Armor ornaments. They have an Iron Pledge ornament. Okay, that's just the ornaments. JK. Sorry, I'm looking at the pictures, which I will definitely edit in the video. December 5th. Armor ornaments will be added to some existing armor sets for more visual customization without losing your shaders or mods. That's awesome. These ornaments will be unlocked by completing objectives specific to each set and are permanently unlocked account-wide, just like exotic weapon ornaments. So I'm wondering if that means if I get an ornament on my hunter for the Iron Banner helmet, does that also unlock for my Titan Warlock? That's kind of how I'm understanding it. Or are they talking about for if you have multiple hunters? Either way, I like the idea. They will be applied to the base pieces that you may already have collected and can now unlock on vendors if not. Okay. In Season 2, the following sets have ornaments unlocked in their respective activities: Vanguard Faction Armor, Crucible Faction Armor, Trials of the Nine Armor, Dead Banner, Iron Banner Armor, Dead Orbit Armor, Future War Cult Armor, New Monarchy Armor, and Eater of Worlds Raid Lair Armor. So every armor set from a vendor seems to be getting ornaments, you know, at least the big ones. That's awesome. I really like that. Okay. December 12th. Faction armor and weapons will be unlocked for purchase for legendary shards and faction tokens on most faction vendors. All 5 armor slots will always be present, and weapons will rotate weekly on factions that have them. Slots will be unlocked by claiming reward engrams from the respective faction. You will get credit for engrams you may have already claimed since launch. That's neat. Next up, Xur. It's got a picture of a fated engram. Fated, as in Fate Bringer, engram. Fated. F-A-T-E-D. And then it also looks like... I'll post the picture so you guys can see what I'm looking at. But it looks like 3 of coins. So I was hoping for something more exciting. Like I said, I'll throw the description link. But that's interesting. December 12th, Xur has some new offerings for players collecting exotics. Every week you'll be able to acquire one of the new Fated engrams using legendary shards that will decrypt as exotics that aren't already in your collection. So these will be brand new exotics to you for a bunch of, I'm assuming a bunch of coins. A simpler 3 of coins that boosts, my phone just messed up. A simpler 3 of coins that boosts exotic drop rates from any source for 4 hours. So it is 3 of coins. Just boosts your chance of getting exotic drops. No obscure stacking mechanics or need to reapply before every boss. These cost legendary shards and you can have as many as you like. So that's kind of cool. I like that. I'm assuming you'll just get them like public events or, you know, wherever you get exotics from. you'll just have a higher chance. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Okay, general investment. They're looking at Banshee. Looks like he's going to be selling specific mods. You'll see the picture here. Banshee has some updates on the weapon and armor mod front. For players wanting to clear some mod inventory space, rare quality mods will dismantle into gunsmith materials and have a chance to produce a legendary quality mod components. That is awesome. I love that change a lot. For players chasing specific legendary mods, including legendary kinetic mods, Banshee will offer a selection of specific legendary mods for direct purchase, with a selection that will rotate daily and cost legendary shards and mod components. Okay, that's not a bad change at all. I like it. December 5th, for players chasing a world legendary or looking for masterworks, Master Rahul will sell some of his rumored hoard of legendary engrams for legendary shards. So if you're from Destiny 1, that should sound very familiar to you. That's what he used to do way back in the day. I like that change, or I like that bringing back, that comeback. December 12th, Commander Zavala and Lord Shaxx will sell gift consumables for legendary shards that can be used during a strike or crucible match that will serve the following functions. It will grant bonus rewards to everyone in that activity upon completion, friend or foe alike, and it will award anything from faction tokens to a round of exotics for everyone in the match. That's cool. I like that. December 12th, exploit safeguards on chests and resource nodes are greatly relaxed and players should encounter them less frequently. Even if they do, drop rates for tokens is only reduced to 30% instead of 0%, and Glimmer will be unaffected. We want to associate a visual indicator with this in a future update, but we weren't able to pull that off in this update, but we hear you. December 12th, vendors will now beckon you to hand in your reputation tokens only when you're carrying enough to earn a reward engram. So say if you have 5, it's no longer going to show on your HUD unless you only need 5 to turn it in. Otherwise it'll most likely be every 20. I like that. Not a big change, but it's enough of a change that's for people like me who see that green flashing icon on your screen drives me crazy. December 5th, changes affecting reputation tokens. Daily challenges will have reputation token awards increased across the board. Okay. Cave's treasure chests still offer variable weapon rewards, but now guarantee at minimum a payout of destination appropriate reputation tokens. So if you're on IO, at the very minimum, every single chest will give you at the very least, some IO tokens. Strikes, can't talk all of a sudden. Strikes will drop a larger number of Vanguard reputation tokens. That's awesome, because getting 4 or 5 kind of sucks when you need 20. So hopefully it goes up to like 7 to 10. I would love to see 10 per strike, please. But can't get too greedy. Just the fact that they're bumping up the number is good. Common quality destination resource tokens will have their drop rates increased to 100%, and values per token increased as well by 50% for common quality tokens and 250% for rare quality tokens. I didn't realize there were... Oh, never mind. They're talking about the, not tokens. They're talking about like the planetary materials, I think, there. So that's nice. On the balance, reputation required per reward engram will increase for destination factions by 37% and gunsmith by 50%. But they're equaling that out because you're getting a lot more tokens and gunsmith materials. That makes sense. That only makes sense. Leviathan raid tokens will be redeemed at Benedict immediately upon obtaining a token instead of requiring a full clear before unlocking. That's cool. I haven't done the raid, so I didn't know that was a thing. They finish it off with the launch of Curse of Osiris and the beginning of Season 2, you can expect to see a full suite of patch notes that will document all of the changes outlined above, as well as additional gameplay and sandbox tuning changes the team is making to improve Destiny 2. We'll soon also be providing preload and launch day details, as well as a roadmap of our Season 2 content, which includes the Dawning in mid-December. That is fantastic. Alright, so I know this video is getting very long, but we've only got 2 more sections to go. This one is called XP Mechanics. Last weekend we disabled a scaling mechanism that adjusted XP gains up and down without reflecting those adjustments in the UI. Our intention was to keep slower paced activities as rewarding as high intensity grinding without confusing variations in displayed XP values, but the silent nature of the mechanic betrayed the expectation of transparency that you have for Destiny 2. Yes, it did. We were able to disable the system with a server-side change, but a new solution is now needed to rebalance XP in Destiny 2. We have begun that work and will continue to provide updates to you about timelines and specifics. A value coded into our website API are being updated today and may have already been as you read this post. To reflect the removal of this scaling mechanism in a future update, we intend to link these internal and display only values together for greater consistency and to ensure that when changes are made, they are accurately reflected everywhere we report them. We already see that the newly adjusted 160k XP per level value means that leveling is too slow for some activities and have begun the process of collecting data and recalibrating XP earned rates to improve them as quickly as possible. I noticed this today doing some Crucible. That was kind of rough. XP boosts, including both consumable items and passive bonuses like the well-rested 300% bonus, were always applied after this system and never resulted in early slowing of XP. They should be unchanged by the disabling of this system and will continue to provide their stated increase in XP gains. Expect to see a lot of conversation from our team on this front as XP rewards are updated and brought back in line with player expectations. Awesome. And the very last little bit is called the future. Going forward, we plan to continue this dialogue as openly and frequently as possible. This will be an ongoing process, but one that we are committed to. This week we'll be publishing a new episode of the Bungie podcast where we sound off on the current state of Destiny 2, how we think about our communication challenges, and what it takes to update the game in the wild. You'll be able to listen on both Apple and Android devices. I kind of wish they would do like a YouTube version of that, but you know, that's whatever. They say, thank you for playing and for being passionate about the Destiny 2 experience, and for working with us as we look to continuously improve our game and studio communication. And that is that. So overall, a lot of great, really good, I'll say great. A lot of great changes coming very, very soon. as of in like 3 or 4 days, 5 days. Today's Wednesday, so 6 days. And then the very next week after that, we're getting a ton of changes. That's really exciting. So definitely look out for those patch notes. If you want me to, I will get a video that covers those. Although I think this video would suffice, in my opinion. But if not, let me know if that's what you want to see. I will definitely do whatever you guys want to see. And yeah, since I pretty much gave my thoughts about everything, I'm just going to go ahead and end the video. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you watched the whole thing. It's going on half an hour long. And other than that, stay positive, stay happy. I'll talk to you guys later.
Do you feel it? The light is back. We're back. Eyes up, Guardian.